I need to wash my face, I need to brush my teeth, I need to fix Chloe's whiskers again. You know, we gotta get things done. But have already taken Chloe to the bathroom. She's already got breakfast, so she's in good shape. Now let's make some caffeine. So, I don't know if I've showed you this. This is what I use. Coleman, little cooker. Love this thing with a few tin cans. Nice little pot. That flame seems a little low though. Find out soon enough. Got an AeroPress for coffee. Love this thing. It's pretty cool. One thing I don't think I packed, there's a little scooper that comes with the AeroPress. It's got like a little stirrer thing, which is cool. I don't think I packed the scooper. Not a big deal. But it does make me wonder where it is. They come with these little filters. Unscrew this filter in the bottom. Screw this back on. Coffee goes in here. Sits on the cup. I also like these. Spoon on one side, fork in the other. I don't know what I just said. It's got a little serrated blade on this side. Now, the thing I never remember is like how many scoops. I do think it was like 1.5 of the regular scoop that I forgot to bring, which is probably, I don't know. It's either gonna be really strong or really weak. I don't know. It does take more than you would think, so. That seems right. I mean, one scoop. Scoop things like this big? That's what she said. Maybe a little bit more. Alright. That's what we're doing. We're sticking to it. Looks like it's going. It just seems weak. The other thing is I've had this for quite a few years, so they're cheap. It was like 30 bucks, maybe less than that. Point is, I don't know how long it'll last, you know? Let me back you guys up a little bit. Maybe that's better. Can you hear me now? Can you see me now? is what I went to the grocery store yesterday for. Like, I don't like drinking coffee. Yeah, I can. It's not that I can't. Just prefer not to. You get a little bougie sometimes, you know? Nothing wrong with that. I wonder if this fuel is... Do I stick my finger in it? Yep. Okay, it's working. Scalds myself. Oh well. Alright, what else can we do? I mean, I guess what we should do is make some eggs after coffee. So, get our pan out for that. Little Walmart plate. Hell yeah. Spatula. Cooking spray. There's only one other person here at the campground, which is pretty nice. It feels like I've got the place to myself. Chloe's enjoying her morning so far. She slept really good. Yeah, we both did. So she's just getting a little snooze after eating breakfast in the sunshine. And then I'll show you guys kind of what gear I have here. All right, so let's start on the right. Dry bin. So I've got Chloe's food in here, banana, late night cookie craving, coffee, pretzels, more bananas, Paw Patrol snacks, that kind of thing. Anything that obviously doesn't need to be in the fridge. I think I've got some beef jerky in there, some protein bars. So I've always got something, you know, especially if I'm in a situation where I can't cook, I can reach in there and get something to eat. I've got my AeroPress that I was showing you. I'll show you how to do that once I get to it. Got my little toiletry bag. Like I said, need to wash my face, put some SPF on because the sun rays ain't messing around today. We've got our little Coleman stove, heating up some water. In here, honestly don't have much this time. I don't know why my hand sanitizer's in there. Put that extra bottle somewhere else. These little dishcloths, my grandma and mom knit these, and I like taking these camping. And then you can just like let them dry out in the sun, so that's nice. I've got an extra plate, one plate right there, spatula, extra fuel, little Dawn dish soap for if I need to do dishes, and then a little cleaning towel for dishes. And then this is just the case for the stove there. So pretty simple. I try not to bring more than I need because it's annoying to have too much on hand. And this little thing, which is hilarious, I think this is from either my brother or an ex's suitcase. Who knows? Who cares? Thank you to whoever's it is. Almost just grabbed a knife the wrong way. Wine opener. I remember picking that up, I think in New York, because we got a bottle of wine and didn't have anything to open it with. Knife, straw, a couple of like utensils, nothing crazy in there, and then more of those filters for the thing. So nothing too wild. When this starts steaming, it's that's done, don't you know? And this little lever just pops it up so you can take it out. I didn't need to do that because I'm gonna make eggs, but just to show you. So now that we're at this point, I'll do this one-handed like a champion. All right, so we've got our coffee in there. Is it enough? I don't know. The more I'm looking at it, maybe it's not enough, but we're just gonna try it because we can always redo it. So I'm gonna pour it in all the way to the top, and then one trick I've learned: let it drop down a little bit, and then add a little more. Set that to the side. This I don't know if I can do one-handed, but let's test ourselves, fam. Okay, you're gonna push it down, but then you gotta kind of like pull it up a little bit to get like a little bit of a vacuum seal. Oh, I did it one-handed. And there's a little bit of drip drop, but drop top, Cook it. But it's all right. Yeah, so a decent amount went in there already. This is probably going to be some pretty weak coffee, but you know, here we are. I'm not a professional at this. To be honest, I contemplated waking up and running to Dunkin' Donuts for another iced coffee because it just sounds good. Will I probably still get one? Yup, probably, because it's on the way to a hike. But anyway, so I let that sit like that for like a minute. You know, it's kind of like it's brewing situation. And then we'll push it down slowly. And then we'll add some creamer, stir it up, and call it a day. But look how freaking nice out it is today. Oh, man. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Just got here to the parking lot of the hike we're gonna do. Chloe's stoked. She napped, so she's got all the energy. We've got our water bottles, new selfie stick, Paw Patrol snacks, food for her, little sandwich in there. So I think we're ready to hit the trails. Parkour. Sounds like someone is literally falling off a cliff back there. That is so cool. Wow. How neat is that? What? How cool is that? And Chloe's like, oh, look at these leaves. It's tempting to go take a little peek out of that, but I know it's a drop off right there, and my mom would not appreciate that. As she says, I'm not replaceable.
What do you think, Dave? Does that sound right, or does that sound? That sounds good. A wild Yorkshire Terrier.
Yep. She's practically sprinting because she knows when we get up here, she's gonna get some food. What do you think, Chloe? Right here? Yeah, lunch with a view. It's perfect. Can't really beat that, can you? All right, time for lunch. Chloe is eating her food, happy as a clam. Almost whacked my head on that. Are we going back to the Jeep? We're almost done, but before that, Check that out. So this was an absolutely incredible hike. The first part was really cool by all the rock walls, and then we got some really awesome views. Chloe's been walking most of it, honestly, apart from the little bit I carried her, so it's been a great time. And now we're gonna go back to camp, maybe make some food. I don't know how much light we got left, but yeah, great day. We are back at camp. I am cooking some burger meat. I'm gonna throw it in a tortilla. There's some cheese and ketchup on it. Yeah, judge me. Chloe needs a blanket. She walked a lot today, so she is exhausted. I think she probably does not need too much longer, but it's a beautiful day and it's a beautiful evening. We're all done with the ground beef. We're gonna throw it in this here tortilla. This is the littlest bottle of ketchup I've ever found in a store. I've been looking for something like this. I know it looks like the normal little one, but it's like smaller. I almost said littler. But yeah, I'm excited about that. So, and Chloe's like, can I have ground beef? No, because it gives you gas. So, we don't need that tonight. Well, top of the morning to ya. So, we have gotten ready this morning. We've packed up the Jeep because we're gonna hit the road. This campsite has been incredible, but we're gonna go do a hike. We've got to get back home, do some work, and then get ready for our next adventure next weekend. So, it's been great. Thank you, campsite. I love it here. Will I be back? Probably. Look at that precious little musketeer. I love her. She's the best traveler too. Like, she knows we're about ready to hit the road and drive for a little bit, so she's just like, okay, nap time. Champion. She just ate some lunch. I just got my coffee. And we figured out what trail we're gonna go do. So we're just gonna put directions in for that. Chloe, you look like you're having an existential crisis and you have chicken all over your lips. Anyways, we'll see you on the trail. Made it to the trail. Starts off with a nice wide trail, which Chloe may or may not walk. And there's a really cool view of the bridge that I think I was talking about on the other hike. So we're gonna do that. It's not too long of a hike. I think it's 4 miles. So we'll do that and see some awesome stuff. Maybe some squirrels, you know? That would be nice. That's right. Brilliant, brilliant. Looks like someone might want to walk. There's all these weird, I don't know, rubbery plastic material on the first part of this hike. Well, she gave up walking. That's why I love this backpack. Throw her in it, like I said. All my water bottles and stuff still fit. She always walks back, so it makes me walk further out so that she'll walk back. Or if it's a loop trail, normally after a while she'll be like, okay, I want to walk. But I don't pressure it. She's turning 11 years old in like 2 or 3 weeks, which is insane. But, so, you know, if her little joints aren't up for walking that much, then I don't make her. So, what I did not mention that happened last night after I made that ground beef is I got in my car. I started doing a little bit of compiling all the videos together and editing. And the wind starts picking up. And now my tent had already blown away while I was out on a hike and very nice strangers retrieved it. Well, my tent started blowing away again. So I got out of the Jeep and I'm fighting the wind because as I'm trying to pull the tent down and take it apart, like the wind's trying to take it up, and it was dark and my headlamp like wasn't working well, and I just had to laugh because I'm like, should have learned my lesson, you know. Those little stakes don't do anything if you don't have enough weight in your tent. So I managed to get that put away, which was a good thing because then it started raining this morning. Also too, just to note this, so I don't want to film other people because they probably don't want to be filmed, so I try to stop filming when I'm passing people on the trail. And it doesn't mean like just because you don't see people in my videos doesn't mean that there's no one on the trail and I have it all to myself all the time. Although I do tend to hike on days and at times where there's less people when I can on the more popular trails. But if I see someone coming, I just stop recording and then pick it back up when they're gone. So it's not that I'm always getting everywhere to myself, which would be nice. Got any boogers? Chloe's just, oh, I should have opened her side windows. She likes sticking her head outside. I'm gonna do that. I can do it one-handed. I can't even show you guys what I'm doing. There's one. Yeah. There's two. You can see her back there. Hey, kid. Okay. Now we're back in business. Can I clip it with one hand? I'm not trying to take my sweet old time on this hike because it is a bit later in the day and I do need to get on the road and I'm trying to drive as far as I can before it's dark. I don't mind driving in the dark, but like I prefer not to do it for endless hours when avoidable. So just a thought, if any of you are interested in doing something but you're afraid to do it alone or think it would be weird if you did it alone, just go do it, because I'll tell you the positives of doing something by yourself. You get to do exactly what you want, the way you want, at your own pace. So, me, for example, I have a little dog that doesn't always like to walk, and sometimes if she walks, she's slow. I don't mind that because I care about her and I want her to enjoy herself. But sometimes if you're with someone else, you feel pressured to go faster or slower or do things they want to do. So if you have the opportunity to do it alone, go do it. But I also think what comes with just age and growing up, maturing a bit, is realizing that like no one actually cares either. To be honest, like most of the people I meet when I'm by myself doing something are so nice and they think it's really cool that I'm off doing whatever I want to do. Although safety wise, like I would encourage you to not let people know you're alone, but sometimes they can just tell. So honestly, you just gotta do what you want to do. So that rock wall is where I was hiking the very first day. So now I'm on the other side of the gorge and of the river, which is pretty cool that you can do it from both sides. That sounded, I'm just gonna leave that alone. All right. So this is really cool. It's like it drops off on both sides. Am I the only one here? How does this keep happening? Not mad about it. Just crazy. I'm gonna get some cool footage of the bridge if that's the case. Yeah, don't fall down that. Oh my gosh, we're up here alone. Wow. Oh, sweet. That's the bridge I've been, well, I drove across the first day to get to the other side of the hike. My mom would not like that. She wouldn't like this hike either because that's a straight drop all the way around. But how cool is this? I love this place. This is so cool. And oh, I didn't see that before. All right, I gotta show you this. Okay. Oh god, that's so steep. So there's the river, but what I didn't see before is waterfalls. That's sweet. So this is the view on the other side. And again, that's that hike over there that I did in the top part of the mountain. So I think we're gonna sit over here and not too close to the edge, but get Chloe some lunch. Well, we have like amazing timing because now we're heading back to the start of the trail and a bunch of people just came down. So we got the whole place to ourselves and then we left so that other people can have time there themselves. And now we're heading back and we're gonna hit the road. Chloe's walking well so far. Rhododendron. That's where I always think bears are gonna pop out of. Oh, yeah, mountain laurel. Chloe, we've not seen any bears on this trip, have we? Knock on wood, she says. Knock on wood. How many times have I been walked up on while dancing or singing? The answer is yes. Yes. Is this real life? Is this gonna last forever? Sometimes I like to yap. Almost having swing. And obviously we gotta sit on it. I don't hate this. This is kind of nice.